Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Tuesday. Tackle it Tuesday? Well, yes, I have stuff I need to tackle today. Oh boy. Last night I discovered a large error. I've told you that I have a side part-time job, just it's freelance work, proofreading puzzles for a puzzle magazine. And I've been working on a set. And it's like, piece of cake. I only need to do 2 pages per day. Well, I didn't count right. And then my math wasn't quite right. Like I start like okay, I've got 56 puzzles in 16 days to do them. And then I say, okay, I've got 51 puzzles in 16 days. So I forgot to go down a day at the beginning. So I put my divider off by 1. And I don't think I counted right, or I did some math wrong, because I calculated that I only needed to do 2 per day. And yesterday was like, it seems like there's a lot more than 4 puzzles left. I say that I've only got 4 to do. I had 14 left to do. I need to do 7 puzzles today and 7 tomorrow before I can submit my findings. And a lot of these puzzles are the ones that I have been leaving to the last because I don't want to do those. Yeah. So I've already gotten 4 pages of today's quota of 7 done. It's around noon. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I got myself into this mess. I will get myself out. But today, I have a success to report. I finished off the scrap bag, the one that I was calling the buried bundle, because when I was reorganizing in here to make use of the new cube shelf that I got, I found this down on the floor buried behind another box. Okay, that's what it looked like once I had caked it up and removed 2 skeins of yarn that were wool. I put them in a bag of wool. One of these days I'm going to make something with wool. I was thinking I should make myself some really thick, warm house socks. Yeah, because my feet get cold in the winter. Oh. So I ended up making 19 items from that bag. Now, the bag of yarn was marked $1.99. I don't know if I got a discount off it. I'm just saying $1.99. The total value of those 19 items is $164. So I flipped that $1.99 investment into a lot of inventory. Problem is, that's the value I'm putting on it. But that value doesn't mean much of anything until I sell this stuff. Oh, craft show in 4 days. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a good one. So I'm here to do a finale for the buried bundle scrap bag. There was a fairly large cake of velvet yarn in gray and white. So the first 11 items you may have seen in previous videos. Okay, the velvet and white. The first thing I made was from the book No So Mini Amigurumi by Genna Tatu. I made the bunny, which might also look like a dog, except for the fact that it has a little foofy white tail. I did go rogue from the pattern by putting the ears hanging down instead of like adding them as I went, which would make the ears go like this. I like it better this way. So there is the first item from the bin, the bunny. Then I made the seal from Vanillagurumi. Cute little seal. And then I made a loaf cat from the Annie Carraway Arts tutorial on YouTube. And like I said before, I was running out of yarn. I was playing Yarn Chicken, so I did shorten up the body a bit. There's supposed to be a row even before you start the decreases after you do the legs. I didn't do that. I just barely finished in time, finished with enough yarn. But I have a cute little gray and white cat. Oh, black bottle sling. Yes, I used the cotton. There were 3 balls that I caked up of cotton. I made a bottle sling in black. I've already got like 30 bottle slings. Usually the only time I sell those is at summer craft shows where I have a 10 by 10 tent and I can have them hanging. I do sell a few on Etsy. I would have to get that added to the Etsy listing. Purple chicken. I just freehanded this. It's a weird looking chicken. It's going in my $10 bird collection. Purple chicken, gray whale ornament. Yes, he should go in the light box because I need to get him added to the whale ornament collection. Gray whale, oh, then a blue dot mushroom. There we go. Crushy mushy. Boop, 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 boop. You know, I cannot lift the top of the mushroom without sound effects. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, the snowman. Okay, this is the snowman from the Crochet Along. Cassandra, Craftably Ever After. The snowman itself, the white, is from another bag of yarn, but the scarf, the gloves, the hat are all from the scrap bag. I do want to make a couple more items for him and put him on the craft table as a dress-up snowman with a couple of different hats, a couple of different scarves. Let's skip ahead to one of the last items. I told you there was a little bit of Bernat blanket in that box, and I was going to just add it to my scrap ball. I did foundation half double crochets until I ran out of yarn. Runaway snowman. So now he has a different scarf that he could wear with his ensemble. There we go. It's a little short because I just finished off the yarn, but he has 2 scrappy scarves right now. Okay, we're gonna put him down carefully. We're not gonna just throw him in the box. He needs another hat and then get priced up for the craft show on Saturday. Penguin. Then I went on a penguin kick. I think these 2 penguins were the last 2 that you saw last night. So the blue penguin with the rainbow body and the purple fade to pink penguin. Well, I kept going on my penguin kick after that. First, I used that pink yarn. What else did I use that for? I thought I used it in a previous project, but I'm not seeing a previous project I used it in. Okay, here we go. There was some yarn that was pink and with purple flecks, and then it went to purple. So I used that to make this penguin. And then I had some gray. Where'd you go, bud? Out by my chair I had some gold. So I made a gray and gold penguin. So now I have 4 penguins that I need to add to my penguin listing on Etsy. Because I think I only have 2 penguins on there. I need to get that updated. Yeah, today. Between the 7 puzzles that I need to do, and the laundry that I need to do, and the prep for the craft show that I need to do. Stay on track, stay organized. Stay on track. Let's see. After penguin, coasters. I made 2 coasters with the other cotton yarn. One of them was a purple and green. And then the other one was just green, but I doubled it up with the purple and green. So I will just put these in my $3 bin. I have a bin that's like $3 or 2 for $5, just stuff I want to get right up. Anybody want a coaster? There you go. Oh, this way. After the coasters, now this guy is not quite finished. This is a turtle. He's got the rainbow on the back, a blue belly, yellow fins. He is going to hold a sign that says, "You are turtly awesome." And he will go on my emotional support or my positive pails shelf. So I just need to make up the sign. Okay, story. When our family has our family Christmas, our youngest daughter arranges a name draw. There's a website where somebody inputs all the people's names and their email addresses, then sends out a group email saying, here, click here to draw your name. Here's the limit. Here's their gift list. Okay, I was trying to make up my gift list. And I did put on the Honey Bunny book that I showed maybe 2 months ago that I got out from the library, and I said, I like this book. I want this book. Had that. I was trying to add other things. And the way that you add them is you do a little power recharger where you can charge this up before you go to a craft show. And then if your phone dies at a craft show, you can just plug in this little gadget and recharge your phone on the road. Like, yeah, I need that. I've had a couple of craft shows, so it's like, my phone is dying. So I asked for that. And I was trying to request on Etsy patterns. I couldn't get this website to link to patterns on Etsy, but it showed me these neat little, what I would call positive pails. All these little animals holding up signs. Turtle, owl, sloth, elephant, with cute little sayings. And it's like, I'm going to make that. I'm going to make that. I'm going to make that. So this was my first attempt with scrap yarn. It probably should be a little bigger to make more room for the sign. So what I do, my printer will not take cardstock. Won't go through. So I print up the little sayings on address labels and then put the address labels on cardstock and cut them out and use them to put on the positive pails. So now I have lots of ideas. I need to make up the little stickers to put on the paper and finish these things up. There we go. There's the side story. Now I need to go to the next one. Scrappy Monster. I was really getting low on yarn here. Oh, no. Before the Scrappy Monster, there was another thing. When I went through my notebook on Sunday, I showed you this pattern and said I'd never make it. But now I have made a chicken pierogi. Show it this way. The eye is better on this side. Here we go. There's the chicken pierogi. So I'll have that hanging at my next show. Okay, so then I got to the point where I had only about 1 ounce of yarn left. The 1 ounce was before I made the turtle. Okay. I'm just going to use this up. I'm just going to make a monster that will go into my $5 bin. Just something weird. Well, when I made this guy, I was going to do the arms and the legs, the arms and the feet in blue, but I ran out of blue. So I made them in yellow. But I had 2 little chain 4 single crochet back that I was going to use for arms on there. Well, I just started. I was using some purple yarn and some pink yarn together. I think I was using this with held together with this sparkly pink. And then I had the pink left over and I switched to another color and then I added some other. And this is what I ended up with. He's got the dangly feet. His arms just have bobbles at the end. Those arms that I didn't use for the turtle, I just crocheted them in to make sort of a mouth beak there. I finished off some blue yarn to make a wild mane at the top. It's a $5 monster. And it finished off every last bit of that yarn. Am I going to grab myself another bag of scrap yarn? Maybe. Maybe I'll take a week off because I did pull yarn for 2 projects. And I found a kit that I want to work on. The GrandAmiVenture has been 2 years in the making. Family Christmas of 2023, I gave my daughters a list of patterns and said, have the granddaughters come up with colors to make these items. And I've made maybe 4 or 5 of them so far, but I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to go. Let's see if I can get those 8 done in time for this year's Family Christmas. So one was, there's an axolotl in a sleeping bag. And my granddaughter says I should make a dark green axolotl with yellow gills and put it in a multicolored sleeping bag. So I have that bag ready to go. And then I have the dinosaur that I designed from a drawing that my oldest granddaughter made. My granddaughter Aaliyah drew me a dinosaur. And I designed the Aaliyahsaurus from her drawing. So she picked out new colors for me this time. The Aaliyahsaurus is going to have, we're repeating some of the colors from the axolotl project. It is going to have a rainbow ombre for the head. It is going to have a green neck. We're going with this green that I just got in a thrift shop purchase this week. It's going to have a yellow body. Okay, we're going back to the yellow that I picked out for the gills for the axolotl. An orange tail. There's the orange. Teal legs. That's another recent purchase from the thrift store. Dark purple spikes. Yep, I got some dark purple in there. Looks navy blue here. And dark pink There's, looks light purple there, but that's one of the darker pinks that I could find around here. So that's going to be the ears. So I have these two projects in the wings, waiting to be worked on once I finish my puzzle quota for the day. And I'm also taking this out to my chair. Simple Joy, Profound Bonding. More JMTT. It's a kit for dachshunds. And, oh joy, it comes with really thin yarn and really tiny little hooks. For some reason, there are... Oh, maybe this is for the tail. There's a pipe cleaner in there. Probably make the tail stand up straight. I don't want to do that. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitch markers. What do you call those things? Okay. There's 4 safety eyes and 4 backings. That's good. We got all that. There is a teeny tiny needle and a slightly larger yarn needle. That's it for that bag. This bag has got the yarns that I need. Let's see, we have 2. In the picture, that puppy has a 2-tone sweater. There's only 1 shade of blue here. Vacuum packed stuffing. Go ahead and scan the QR code in the card pouch. Oh, it's one of those. You've got to, please keep it. Scan the QR code. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be scanning the code to find the pattern, which is not, I don't like that, because I don't think I can scan a QR code with my laptop. Maybe I can. I'll try pulling up the camera and then like holding the code up to crazy eyes. Sorry. So I'm going to work on that today. Tiny little yarn. Tiny little hooks. What size are they? They're tiny. I'm guessing 2 or 2.5. That one says 2.5. That one says 2.5. Why did they send 2 exactly the same hooks? You'd think they'd send like a 2 and a 2.5 or a 2.5 and a 3 in case you work tighter or looser than others. But no, they send 2 of the same size hook. Okay. So I showed you all the stuff I made, and I told you what's up next, and I need to get back to my puzzles. I had my video break. Maybe I'll take a little bit more of a break, find the rest of my penguins, and get pictures of all the penguins together, and then pictures of the individual penguins, and update the Etsy listing. And maybe put the updated pictures on Instagram or my business Facebook. Try to generate a little more traffic to Etsy. Yeah. Okay. I have a lot to do on my list today. I should go take out some meat for dinner so that is well prepped and ready to go. So that when I'm right in the middle of stuff and getting stuff done today, I don't have to like, oh man, I have to stop and go get meat for dinner and thaw the meat and get... Dinner will go a lot easier if I already have the meat thawed. I think tonight might be pork chops with sauerkraut, mashed potatoes, and squash. We have so much squash. My husband grew squash. And we got these like monstrous pumpkin-shaped squash. So we have lots of squash to use up. There's also a little one. We have a lot of little ones too. So maybe today I'll slice up and scoop the seeds out of the little ones, cook up the little ones so we have like an assortment. Okay, do you want the delicata, or do you want the one that looks like a pumpkin, or do you want this one that looks like an acorn squash? Or variety is the spice of life. I'm being silly. I'm also being a procrastinator. The longer I talk in this video, the longer break I get from working on the 7 puzzles for today. I need to stop talking, say goodbye, and get to my list. So, bye-bye.